Heavy. Can I get a little bit serious now? And if you don't want it, we can cut it out.
Go ahead.
But just before you went to GLASTO,
Yeah.
you lost your granddad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still haven't found him.
What's happening, people?
Hello, common scum.
Yes.
Do you like watching our content on YouTube?
For free?
Well, don't.
Scruffy cunts.
Let me tell you why, because we are over on Patreon. That is patreon.com/What's Happening Pod.
Do you think it's called Patreon because they patronise people? Because that's the way you sound.
Back to the common scum. If you're wondering what's on the Patreon,
Tell us, Dan.
shitloads.
Wow.
Shitloads.
There's early access to all of the public episodes like this one, so any episode that gets released on YouTube. if you're thinking,
We're keeping
And
that
your
in.
ass falls out when you can't wait till Thursday because it's too far away.
that's what I mean. If you're thinking, oh, the new episode of the What's Happening podcast isn't out till Thursday. What day is it? It's only Tuesday. You get early access to all of the public episodes, so you get it 2 days earlier.
Ooh.
Not only that,
What else did you get?
Patreon exclusive episodes, which is episodes of the podcast that are only released on Patreon, and that is a lot more personalised to the viewer. We take in fan submissions like stories, questions. We read them out live on the podcast. And there is going to be monthly specials. We're not skint anymore, so we can actually afford to do it. We've just recorded some fucking brilliant ones. There's loads more to come. If you're not on the Patreon, you're missing out. Get on it.
Get over there. And if you're already on the Patreon, thank you.
We love you.
Yeah, you've already fed our egos, and now you're partially feeding my kids. So my kids love you.
Do you
right?
want Daddy's kids to die? No.
Well, there's 4 of them, so I don't mind losing a couple. So
Patreon.com/What's Happening Pod. See us over there.
£4 a month.
Bye.
Hello and welcome back to the What's Happening podcast, episode number 67. I'm just going to let you know what's happening because right.
he's become a man. Can you hear his voice?
Yeah, right.
I can't say nothing about voice.
Let me just catch myself up. Right, so I went to GLASTO, thought we missed an upload last week, but we never. Because it was pre-recorded, so I've just done an intro being like, sorry, it's been a while. It actually hasn't.
It's been a week.
Good to see you. But yeah, fucking hell, boys, I haven't seen you for it's been a while since I've seen these two. So, how have you been? What have you been doing?
I've been alright. My fucking mouth is also to fuck. So I sound like Wes. Can you phone in your box now, lad? I've I feel wrote off, you know, I'm just run down, but apart from that, I'm sound. What about you, Bobbington?
I've been okay.
away?
I've been away. Yeah, I went down to a little log cabin down in Shropshire for a couple of days.
Was it hot tub?
Yeah, it
Was it like all pool mushrooms or you were jizzing in it?
Yeah,
Lovely.
What else am I paying the money for?
Why else would I get the hot tub?
Exactly. But no, I had to go down for a couple of days because I was absolutely heartbroken that I went going to Glastonbury.
You needed something to take your mind off it?
Yeah. I mean, and it did a little bit. No, never.
No,
It never.
listen.
I had a good time, but it just there's nothing even comes close though. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When did you decide you were going?
Right, so
Because you never even, because you were saying weeks before, I'm not going to Glasgow this year and all that, and then you just, I've seen your story go, anyone going down to Glasgow on the coach, and I thought, he's going.
yeah,
you know,
I was toying with the idea Monday night.
I think it was worse because you knew your bed was going.
Yeah, because I was thinking like I want to tell cool stories, you know what I mean? And it was pissing me off, lad. And then it was like Monday night. I was like, I probably could just go, you know, like I could probably do it. And then Tuesday afternoon, I was like, go ahead, son, fuck it. I was like, let's get there, and then fucking.
Who got you on the coach then? Who bent you on the coach?
So.
Did you know any of them, or was it just people?
Yeah. So it was a few Bobby's mates were going down, and like I knew them obviously before I went with them, but like not too well. You know what I mean? And then I was looking for a coach seat, putting it on my story, putting it on Twitter and everything, and then it was Reese. As I went on Twitter, he had just tweeted, being let down last minute by the coach, looking for 5 seats. So I've messaged them and been like, listen, if you can get 6 seats, let me know. I'm looking for a coach. I know it's last minute. I said, like, but if you can, give us a shout. Yeah. So then he went, yeah, ring me dead quick. So I belled him. And he's been like, we're going to have to do this dead quick if we're going to do it. We've just found that he's on a coach. There's 6 spare seats. Do you want one? I went, signed, throw me on it. I'll send you the dough for it now. So gets on the coach at like 5 o'clock Wednesday morning.
Yeah.
Get like the coach driver was a dickhead, you know. Honestly, like,
No, we had the coach driver when we were on a school trip years ago, and like the air conditioner and all that. As soon as you touch the air conditioner, you go, "Don't touch the air conditioner.
No,
it's just for show."
Listen, lad, so we get there.
Did you have that lisp as well, yeah?
Yes.
Don't touch my conditions.
Leave me alone. Like.
Listen, I sympathise with you, you know, because I absolutely suffered to death with them, so like, I'll only stay a little bit longer. It's
Mouth
okay.
aids everywhere, lads. Horrible. I'm not talking now.
Good lad.
Shut up, lad. But yeah, so we get there anyway. I get dropped off at the museum like 4:30 in the morning. Get there.
Imagine there was no coach and you just sat in the museum.
No, lad. I didn't even have a tent, lad. I just went with a backpack full of clothes. That was it.
But you had a backup because you knew your fucking baby was going to be down there.
Yeah, but she was on a different bit though.
Yeah.
She was on a bit called Worthy View, where so your ticket's like $250 or is it $350?
Oh.
Your ticket's $350 and then you've got to pay if you're a fool.
So when you're in GLASTO, you can camp anywhere you want,
Yeah,
but there's
yeah.
a certain section where you have to check your wristband to get in. So once you get into GLASTO for free,
Yeah.
you don't have to show your bands, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
you wouldn't want to go there because they just got no band.
Yeah, and you're a fool to pay for it. So like,
Did you have a plan if you weren't going to get in? How were you getting on with anything?
No.
Just didn't think about it at all?
My mate said that. I was on the phone to him like the day before, and he was like, so what are you gonna do if you say you get there and you get fucked off and you can't get in? He's like, how are you getting on? I was like, I'm not even thinking of that. I was like, I'm not even letting that.
Bellum Bobby.
Yeah, no, I was like, I'm not letting that be a possibility in my own. I was like, I'm getting in, lad.
There's not a chance, imagine he belled me. I'd be trying to get
you know
back in.
what,
If I was picking up, I'd get
But
in.
you know what, right? You belled me Sunday night.
I did.
was on the couch.
But I was like, I love you,
I was,
lad.
I was on the couch, my phone started ringing and I looked at my bed, she went to his dad, I went, Danny, she went, what do you want? I went, he's run out of money, he needs money. So I went on the business account, ready to send you out. And then he went, lad, I just want to tell you, I fucking love you. And he said, I had the Gary, and it hit me hard and I went to my bed, hey, this Highlands fucked me, you know.
Every time I was going to have a carry, I was going, might have a little half a Highland me.
You're feeling the loving glass, don't you? Like, with the being belling everyone.
But my baby was like, I love Danny so much, you know. And then my baby went, tell Charlotte I said hello, and he just went, without missing a fucking beat, he went, Charlotte, Mel said you're a divvy.
Yeah, so right, let me try and give you the shortest version of the 5 days then, because
Well, tell us why you tell us why you're getting in first.
Yeah.
okay, so yeah, all right, so it all starts off with the coast driver who's a dickhead.
Yeah,
so everyone's through the bags in the luggage departments underneath, and then he's been, so everyone's little trolleys that they had, there was a few of them that couldn't fit under there even when they were folded down, and he was like, there's no way I'm driving away with these trolleys, it's a health and safety breach, and people were like, we put them under the seat, lad. They were like, they're not going anywhere, do you know what I mean? Yeah. So then me and Reese had to jump off the coach and squeeze this little trolley under there for this bag because it wasn't fitting, and he was just refusing to leave.
Lad, the amount of A-class drugs on this bus is a health and safety breach.
You little grass, you know. But fucking, so A-class drugs, little mercs on the bus.
It's all of a minute.
Yeah.
You tell your bees like last time.
I didn't get onto that at all. I just thought you A-class, yeah, class A.
Man, I've got proper manuals and automatics in my bag, you know what I mean? Heated seats and that.
A-class drugs.
But fucking, lad, so we've been starting.
I don't take drugs, guys.
But yeah, so we've been starting this coach for like an hour, 45 minutes, something like that. And he just wasn't going anywhere. And we were like, lad, can we go, please? Like, this was the 5 o'clock coach. It's like 10 to 6. We're like, what the fuck's going on, lad? So then eventually, he's ended up leaving. I had a ball on the coach on the way up there.
Cowboy hat.
Yeah, I just robbed someone's cowboy hat off them, and then I obviously I could be back. And then I was in there and I was like, I need a cowboy hat now. So I just bought a cowboy hat. I don't know, I was wearing that for 5 days. I might make it a daily thing, I haven't decided yet. And then we get there, and the gate he was supposed to be dropping us off at, it's loads of country lanes, the roads are dead narrow. You can't do a 3-point turn at a coast there. So he drove past the gate like 3 or 4 times, and we were like, the first time we were like, oh no worries. The second time we were like, you've done it again. And the third and fourth time I was like, what have we done to you, lads? You know what I mean? Because like he couldn't just turn round. He was having to drive like 2 miles, 3 miles out of his way to find somewhere he could come back round on himself. So it took fucking ages, the coach, like, we ended up on the coach for like nearly 9 hours, I think. Yeah. And there was no aircon on the coach, it didn't work. No. The windows obviously didn't open because it's a big fucking coach. Yeah. So, like, even with the little tiny sunroof just cracked open, it was fucking boiling.
It was hot as well.
It was humid as fuck on the coach. It was hot. I'm so sorry. I am fucked. For
anyone who doesn't know, it's a Tuesday, so he only got back at like midnight last night or like whatever.
I got back at about 8 o'clock or something last night, and I slept for like fucking 15 hours, and I probably had the same amount of sleep last night as I had combined over that 5 days. I haven't slept, I've hardly eaten. I feel, don't get me wrong, I feel great. I feel boss, but like physically, like
he's fucked.
Yeah, like mentally.
I've never been so jealous of someone feeling like that.
Like mentally, emotionally, I feel lovely. I'm like, what a great time that was. But physically,
I was so heartbroken, you know.
Listen,
I was so gutted.
But yeah,
did you just not get tickets this year?
So we were gonna go down. Nah, we were gonna go. So it's what we were gonna go down.
He hasn't got the balls to get in. Look at him.
Nah, it's not. I couldn't go down with Meg because Meg wouldn't do it.
Yeah. Do you know what it is with him as well, though? He thinks ahead. He thinks ahead. So he was saying to me, like, the reason I'm not doing it is because let's say I can't get in, I'm stuck there then. He was like, what are you going to do? And I was like,
that's not thinking ahead, that's just fucking common sense. Yeah. You're just like, I'm not asked, I'll get in, I'll suck it dick, I'm not asked.
I'm saying, I'm going to America at the end of the year, aren't I? But we're going to New York as well, so it's like, I'd rather have the money saved. I'm going to Florida for like 2 weeks, and then we're flying from Florida to New York. But the only reason I'm going to New York after that now is because I didn't go to GLASTO. Do you know what I mean? So I'm going to go next year, 100%. Yeah. I was just heartbroken this year. I was so fucking gutted. I was so gutted, lad. I take my phone off and everything, like I didn't even go on it. I was gutted. It's only now I've been watching the videos.
Lad.
What was your highlight?
It'd be difficult to pick between two. It'd be difficult to
pick. Can I guess?
Go on.
Would it be the Arctic Monkeys and Elton John?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you enjoy the Arctic Monkeys? Because on social media, everyone was like, they were fucking muppets.
He was playing the videos before, so do you like the Arctic Monkeys anyway? Yeah, so what he was doing, he was...
The Arctic Monkeys.
So do you know when he sings Mardy, when he's like, now then Mardy Bum, on this he's like, now then Mardy Bum.
Yeah, I don't know, he's changed.
But if you like the Arctic Monkeys anyway, you're gonna love it.
Make a difference, you know what I mean?
But there's been a massive debate over the latest album because the latest album is completely different. I know every album's been like an evolution and they've changed over time, but everyone's like, oh, the new album's fucking shit. We're Arctic Monkey fans and we like them for what they were. Yeah. They shouldn't change, but as musicians, they're entitled to fucking change.
But you've got to look at it this way, lad. When they were bringing out like the first albums, they were like in their early 20s, they were all young lads. He's what, lad? He's fucking 36, 37 now.
And he had one lot of laryngitis or something.
Know what I mean? He's not still going to be singing about fucking cocaine and fighting with pool cues, you know what I mean? Because he's a 37-year-old man. Like, if he was still carrying on like that, it'd be a bit sad.
Do you reckon Elton John was Charlie?
Lad, I've seen a video before.
Come on, man.
I've seen a video before, Elton John singing on Sunday night, was it?
Yeah.
On Sunday night, and someone went, I'm sure I've heard Elton John sing before, and then it was Vic Reeves off Shooting Stars going, lad, he was fucked.
Nah, he was...
Like, my bird loves Elton John, and she wanted to go and see him on the Yellow Brick Road tour or whatever, and fucking never got tickets because I'm skint. I'm not paying 600 quid for the arena.
That's fair
enough. And then
I got to see him for free.
I think it was on Disney Plus at the end of lockdown. He done a concert live in a fucking baseball stadium in America, and it was on Disney Plus, and it was this big massive thing. And then I was watching him sing, and my bird adores him. And after 20 minutes, my bird went, I can't listen to this. She went, he's finished, he's fucked.
Who?
Elton John.
Oh yeah,
He just looks like he's having a stroke on the piano.
He was good.
If you were there though, you'd have to. Like,
it's different once you're there as well. Like I said, we watch it on telly, and it's completely different on
telly. Because like when you're there as well, even if he is shit, like especially where we were watching him on that pyramid stage, I reckon that hill probably goes nearly a mile back.
Yeah, it's so, that was the biggest crowd anyone's ever had.
Either that or Dolly Parton.
Was it? Because they were saying
Dolly Parton. I think Dolly Parton pulled in the most numbers.
I've seen loads of people saying it's the biggest crowd I've ever seen at GLASTO.
It would be between him and Dolly Parton. I know Dolly Parton officially was that like the most people go to the pyramid stage, but it could be with him to be fair because there was thousands there.
Did you see the Foo Fighters or the Chain-Ups as they were called?
I know, yeah. Oh yeah, they were trying to blend it.
I was going to, and then I can't remember why I never at the time.
What was the one that surprised you the most that you went to see and you were like, fuck me, that was sick?
That's a good question, you know. Like, do you know what it was, right? And it's the maddest thing ever. So, like, it was on, if I'm not mistaken, it was the Sunday night.
Okay.
And yeah, it was. And so I was there with my bird and all their mates. And then it was one of their mates' brother's mates. He does like a bit of acting work and that.
Send you my cousin.
yeah, he does a little bit of acting work and that. I don't actually know how much he does. I might just proper insulted him there. He might do shitloads. I've just never met him, so I don't know. But
he was just an attention seeker.
No.
I went to say Hollyoaks and then Hollywood. But I was going to say Hollyoaks.
Dead quick about Hollyoaks, right? I was fucking in the car the other day and a news article popped up. Hollyoaks actress dies in horrific crash on the M65. And I was like, oh, no way. So when I read into it, she died in February. The fella done, she's been found guilty. And she was in Hollyoaks in 2002. She's not Hollyoaks actress anymore.
Some random woman died in a crash.
She was pregnant.
Rest in peace, like, but start milking.
Rest in pieces on the M65.
But yeah, so anyway, it's been a Sunday night and he'd been like, one of his mates, one of his mates. Actually, do you know what? A mate's brother, it is. He's in a band. Now I'm thinking of it. The name isn't coming to me, but it might be. I'm not 100% sure. My mind just went blank. But
were they playing in GLASTO?
No. But they just done the O2 Academy. I've heard a couple of the songs and the sick, and I was speaking to him while he's in there. Yeah.
Ponderosa? No.
Nah, that's Brooklyn. Nah, as far as I know. But yeah, fucking, I was speaking to him about getting him on the podcast because they're fucking smashing it. They just done the O2 Academy and that. Like, they're doing really well. And
well, he's not the name, sick.
So, yeah. But I'll try and catch up with him and speak to him and see if he's still up for it because... But anyway, his mate was doing, like, they were doing a play, right? But...
Gay that.
Nah, listen, I'm not going to lie, when they said we're going there...
You get FOMO for your acting days?
I was there, so, well, personally, I just look that way. But fucking, they were like, but it's about raving, but throughout the decades.
Oh, okay.
So like 80s, 90s, 2000, 2010s, and like today.
Interesting.
And it was only like an hour long, but like it wasn't like a proper like, Romeo, wherefore, it wasn't none of that. It was just expressive stuff, and then
was
like...
the stage props or was it proper LSD and Gary?
Was it one of them ones where like they'll turn round, like they'll have the back to you, and then they'll turn around and go, drugs.
Someone's sat around them going, calm down. Overdose. All right, I'm like that.
Talking about overdose nights. So... My bird school announced that they were having Ofsted yesterday and today.
One of their masters had an overdose.
So my bird had to stay late in school last night.
Good grades.
She had to stay in school late last night and then get up like fucking early doors this morning to get to work for like 5:45 or something stupid. And I get to work early as well. And I was like, we can't be getting the kids up around 5 to take them to your Mars. It's not fair on the kids. So I just said, listen, let them stay in my Mars and have a day off tomorrow. I'll phone the school and just tell the school they're not coming in. And my bear's like, what are you going to say? You can't say they're sick because they're going in Wednesday. I went, don't worry. I'll fucking let the school know. So I phoned all 3 schools today. They're in separate schools. And I was like, kids, Archie's not coming in. We had a family emergency last night, so they went to stay in the nan's and the nan lives too far away. And they were like, okay, no worries. Didn't ask any questions. Phoned Lennon's school. What was the family emergency? I just went, my brother took an overdose. It just come out and like, I'm so sorry. I went, don't worry about it. I went, so just got the kids out of the way.
So like, thanks for asking and bringing it up.
Should be like, nanny out fucking business.
It just comes straight out. I went, yeah, he's attempted his life a few times. I went, so we just have to be there for him. Just wishing our kid dead. Sorry, lad. I know you watch it. You're not dead, don't worry about it.
I think he's chances at this point, but like, you know, we've got to be there because if he does die, he's got a bit of toe. You know?
When I was in Liverpool Community College, right, when you wanted a day off, you'd have to provide evidence. The only one you didn't need evidence for was a funeral. So I used to go, well, someone's dead.
I've done that a few times, you know. Honestly, my least favourite auntie died about 6 times when I was in college. Every other week I was like, I'd just come out there dead.
Dead.
You know what I
Sorry,
mean?
play.
Right, yeah, so.
Oh, yeah.
And it was like, and the stage was really good, like the way it was set out and that, and like it had like little stands going up and round. But they weren't huge, but like there was.
Where was it? Is it the circus place?
Yeah.
Is it inside the circus place? I've never been.
No, it wasn't in the tent. There was like a little stage, and then like there was like.
Listen, do you know when we go next time? Though they have a full-on circus in there.
Yeah,
like,
but we were gonna go. We were gonna go. By the time we got there, it was shut.
It's that. Like, I've been 3 times. It's that big.
You can't.
I've not seen everywhere or done
everything.
It's crazy.
He's doing like 27,000 steps a day.
Yeah,
lads.
you
And he
don't
said
stop walking.
hardly anything.
Yeah,
You don't.
It's
all over the place, lad.
Well, I sent you the picture, didn't I, of GLASTO if it was in town, and it's just showing you the city centre. It's huge.
Yeah, it's massive, lad. But yeah, so we get there, and like the way the play was done, if I'm not mistaken, the company that done it is called Raves Arrows. If I'm remembering correctly, it's called Raves Arrows. I don't know if they're Liverpool based or not, but the lad who we saw and knew who we were going to see, he's from Liverpool. So if you're not onto them and you're interested in that sort of stuff, Raves Arrows. We'll find the links for like the socials if they've got any. We'll put them down in the description. But we got there. We sit down, there's like little stands behind us and there's like people are sitting up on little tiers and that, and we were just on like mats on the floor, and there was a group of us sat there, and like I didn't really know what to expect. It was like 1 a.m. I just wanted to go out and just party a little bit.
Was it that late, was it? Yeah,
yeah. It was sick, lad. And then so we got there, and like I wasn't not looking forward to it, but like it was 1 a.m.
In GLASTO, you were going,
GLASTO 1 a.m.
Yeah, I was.
What day was it? The Sunday?
Yeah, so okay. Sunday night. It might Saturday or Sunday, but I'm sure it was Sunday. And then we get there.
Every day just blended into one, lad.
And then I didn't really know like what to expect, but the way it was done, like from each decade, from what where it was like sort of set. There wasn't much speaking in it, to be honest. It was mostly just expression and that. But like, they had music play, like proper old rave tunes from each decade, and it got more recent as it went up. So it was meant to just be a play, but it ended up being like a fucking rave. Everyone was stood up dancing and that.
Sick,
it was fucking brilliant. You know, it was really
That's
good.
What I love about it. Like even the first year when we went, we stumbled into a bar and there was 2 people on stage with violins, and they were having a violin off.
What?
Like, and then each stopped.
Everyone was like,
and we were all going, oh my god. Listen, it was
going off,
lad.
Isn't it mad though, because like if you see that in town, you probably wouldn't bat an eyelid, just walk
That's just 2 smackheads. Just like, it's my turf, man.
It was just like, everybody from the 313, put your violins off and come along with me. Like, oh shit. And it was fucking, and it was dead good though, and then, but the whole thing, no, lad, it was just. It was just so good, lad. Like you end up in places with people who you don't know, and then. But do you know what was sick? I was telling Bobby before, because I was with Chris. Yeah. Like the amount of people who came over and they were like, "Wagyu boo for me and Chris," and it was so sick, you know.
He's never gonna live that down.
Lad, it was honestly, it was so good, lad. It was.
Do you like quick? I bumped into Phil Martindale on the way down.
Did you? Where was he?
He was in the shop and he had his little tie-on that he'd been to wear.
Nah.
He's a boss kid.
I love Phil, lad. I just love him, lad. He's just a proper nice guy.
Big shout out to whoever that was on the train today. Shout out, I told you about it, didn't I?
Yeah.
I got on I'll tell you again. I got on the train today, and as I was sat there, literally the girl was opposite me, and I've just heard, "Hello, common scum," but like from headphones, and I'm looking around going, "Who the fuck's watching that?" And then it was the girl here, like she was like sat like the 2 seats were there, and she was over the other aisle thing, and she was listening to my phrases, and as I was getting off the train, she's like looked up and looked away, and I went. And looked again and went, "Is that you off that podcast?" I went, "Yeah, what's that?"
Sick, I did it. It's past that, isn't it?
I seen a video yesterday from GLASTO, like people just walking in the field and it was like weird, like beetle looking fucking device, this massive thing. It was like a big like green thing.
Some feather off his behind it there.
Music just started pumping from it and everyone's like, "What's going on?" And then like smoke started coming out
That'll be Arcadia.
And this Beetle just opened.
Oh,
Yes.
no, I don't know.
The Beetle just opened like that, right? And they just had the fucking 2 lads in DJing and like fucking lights and everything. It went off like
Big
this.
flamethrowers on it.
Like a spider.
No, not a spider. It was a tiny like little
In
beetle.
GLASTO?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I'll find the
See,
video.
that's what I mean.
Shit.
You wouldn't
No,
even know about it.
You just don't know what
Easter
to
egg,
do, lad.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is, lad. It's just loads of Easter
that
eggs.
is
It
you go
actually
there,
is.
you go there with like a mission, but then you get caught up with so many side quests. Like, it's
You know,
exactly
that's
what.
so
And
funny.
it feels like it's like living in Red Dead,
Yeah.
but like
You need
on-
a cheat code, don't
That's
you?
the shit, lad.
You need to come to GLASTO with us. You do.
Cheat codes, the Garys, lad. You fucking fly through.
How long do you think GLASTO needs to be to cover everything without it being too long?
I think the 5 days is a perfect time. I mean, you're not going to cover everything in the 5 days.
No.
You can't, and
No.
you
You
can't.
can't,
no.
It's
No way.
it's fucking huge.
It's so big, Gary.
it
What I
is
always
massive.
wonder about, because I know it's huge, but the stages are that loud and all that. Can you hear
No.
crossovers with music?
No.
Is it
No.
The only-
situated that
the
In
way?
the
only
dance
time-
village. In the dance village a little bit.
the only
but no.
time you kind of say you're walking down a path and there's like a rave there and a rave there, you can hear both. But say you take 2 steps into that one, that's all you can, and then the same that
Yeah,
side.
yeah,
Man,
yeah.
that
It's
sound
sick.
travels, innit?
Yeah.
Did you watch Lana Del Rey?
No, it couldn't be hard.
Come
Come on stage half an hour late.
She's coming half an hour late.
She's getting an aid on stage or something, wasn't she?
Ages, and then the fucking people at Glastonbury were just like sound, yeah. With like 8 songs left to go, just cut all the sound off, all the mics off and everything. So then she started like singing a cappella to the audience and then security just escorted her away like you're done.
Well,
And she
listen,
had like a biggest bangers like fucking some
can it be real with your about Lana Del Rey though, right? I'm sure.
It's your fault,
I'm sure
you can have
no,
an
not even
yeah.
that. I'm sure. Didn't she moan? So they brought out the Glastonbury poster, and the way they do it is they'll have the 3 headliners at the top,
Yeah.
and then everyone else is alphabetical order. So the
Yeah.
first one on there was like H.
Yeah.
No, the
Yeah.
fucking the rapper. And she
He
was
leaked
like,
the Man United kit.
what?
He leaked the Man United kit.
Yeah,
Did he, yeah?
he
performed in
put
the
he
kid
put a
on
Man
Alicia.
United top on, but it was the new one, the least one.
Oh, but her name was at the bottom of the poster, alphabetical order. She
She's fuming.
fucking flipped, and they had to change the poster to get it like near the top.
I was just said the sound, you're not performing.
Yeah.
Like,
And then come on
dickhead,
stage
yeah.
half an hour late and proper try and take the piss. Like,
she went and took half an hour, it looked shit.
Just start earlier.
It looked terrible, just fucking 12 cans of fucking airspray on it. I wish the pyros would have went off and just lit it on fire with the bottle on.
But yeah,
See you later,
listen, I'll send whoever's doing the editing in the end the picture to put it on screen. But I'll send you the picture. We'll put it on screen now. And we're back.
He says it all the time, right? And when I edit, I never put it on screen, so people are just waiting for pictures and I just can't start doing it.
But that was the 3 lads who I ended up walking in with. Like, the sickest kids I've ever met. Yeah, they were fucking, but I think they were only about 19, 20, I think.
That's grooming, that, don't you?
I've got to get in somehow. No, but
inside the bumhole.
slow
Ace
pace, man.
Ventura, come on, yeah.
But,
Ace Ventura when it comes out the...
Like a hippo ass, yeah.
But
Vinyl, whatever it is.
Nearly.
so I get to the gate anyway that I was gonna sign up, and there was no chance. It was like turnstile and each path was funneled in with railings and that. They're getting herded in like cows, lad, and like checking everyone. And I was like, there's absolutely not a chance, like no chance. So I've tried to scope it over like a little 10 minutes, 15 minutes, nothing. So I've walked back away thinking like, I started thinking, like, what have I done here, do you know what I mean? And there was these 3 lads stood there and I was like, they were like, what's that gate looking like there? And I was like, listen, not a chance, lads, you know. And then they were
They
like,
were trying to get in as well.
yeah, so they were going to pay to just get like...
Yeah.
Stuck
Remember
in.
that lad who come to watch our show?
Yeah.
And he said there's a way to do it. The paramedics and the stewards on the front split like 200 quid fee, 100 quid each. The paramedic come out to the lanny.
6 ton.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's
open,
gone well up there.
open the boot, you get in under the blanket, they drive you in and then it's just your fucking, you gotta run. So
Yeah.
it's just run like.
But they were like, we've just been to the other gate down there. They were like, she couldn't be like, they were like, it didn't look doable, so we came up here. I went, lovely. I went, can you remember your way to that gate? They're like, yeah, it's like 15 minutes that way. I went, come out. So they all had 500 quid each on them.
To pay in.
In. And we got there and I was looking and I was
You should
thinking...
have went, give me that 500 quid each, I'll get you in.
No, listen, I just wanted them to get in, lad, you know.
Yeah.
And I wanted me to get in as well, to be honest with you. But like, so I've been looking and I was like, I got a little idea. I was like, come ahead. So we've been like snaking through there, jumping from one group to the next, just trying to like blend in. And then we fucking, I was like, do you want to save 1,500 quid? And come ahead, and we've just fucking went through like that and then bought one pair. Then can we check your tickets? And then the lad went, he's already done it down here. She went, oh, okay, straight in, lad. Straight in. But yeah, you 3, the sickest, you are the sickest, you know, like, and I kept bumping into them in there as well. It was sick.
Were they from Liverpool?
Yeah, they were all day, you know, they were sick, and then like
apparently like 70% of GLASTO was just Scouse this year.
Yeah,
everywhere.
Carragher was there, wasn't he?
Yeah, last year.
Carragher, yeah, he goes most years, lad.
Jamie Webster said when he was on that, he went, he was on that Avalon tent,
yeah.
and he went, that was where Scotland for Girls were last year, remember?
Where was he on last time? He was on the left field, weren't he?
Yeah, well, he done a much shorter set, but he done like a little acoustic set there, like the next day, but I stayed for a little bit of that, but then I had shit that I needed to go and do, because I'd seen him the day before. I was like, but so yes, he was on the same tent Scotland for Girls were on last year, and it was sick, and then there was, don't get me wrong, 80% of it there was Scousers, and there was thousands of people there, but there was people from everywhere else as well, and he went to the Scousers have got a secret ticket link for you, we might tell you one day. It was boss, it was boss, lad.
But it is, though, it's like how the tickets come out at the same time, and it just happens to be Scousers all the time.
Yeah, it's
boss,
because it is literally because like 60% of the Scousers you see there have not got a ticket. Do you know what I mean? It literally is that dumb.
And like, look, genuinely, like if the representatives and the owners of GLASTO happen to see this,
We're only messing. They're
gonna have them like Wild West like posters that Danny wanted.
You're gonna get yourself blacklisted.
It makes sense, like, because I had a cowboy hat on and a red bandana at my face, put the picture on the screen now, we'll put it in. But yeah, fucking, so it makes sense to have a little, like once a dead or alive poster, you know, it's going around looking like Woody off, so he's still worried for 5 days.
Going in on it all.
Honestly, that one buzz like years in me and that. Every time we see security, we just go.
I like that. Did you say
Just
you
says
got
Bobby
anti
on
on
his
your
foot.
shoe? Did you say you got anti under your shoe?
No, it says Bobby on his foot.
Oh yeah.
But fucking, it was just a proper amazing 5 days. That like some of the shit you get up to while you're there, you'd never do in other cases. Do you know what I mean? Like going to see a play at 1 a.m. in a field. Like I'll probably never do that again. But
that's serial killer behaviour, innit?
Lad, it was just,
we've said this about him anyway.
It was sick, lad. Like, do you know? That's all I've seen as well. Like, so remember that pizza place that we kept going to last year that was right by the pyramid, and it was fucking. Lad, I'm not messing with the best pizza I've ever eaten in my life. I swear that. It's like they make these big rectangular pizzas and they just cut them like zigzags like that, and you get a big fuck off slice. So like the pizza's about that wide, and you're getting a slice like boom, fucking mad. Don't get me wrong, it's like £8, but it's heavy.
Best £8 ever.
It's heavy, like honestly, best £8 you'll ever spend. But they moved it this year. They put it to buy, you know, with Block 9, it's like with like with the bus. It was right by there because I walked by the pyramid and I couldn't find it, and then I just happened to find it with Chris one night. We went in, but it was like 2 a.m. And I was like, oh, I might be in a bit early because it was still open, but I was like, it's too late to get it.
It's open like 24 hours, that cafe.
But,
really is.
And fucking, and then
Them food vendors must make a killing.
Yeah, lad. I'm sure like they win, like they do like a competition there, like the best like hospitality and like the best food, and like they have like different awards for like when they're in there. And
it's like, honestly, but then so anyway, we go there the next day. So I remember where it was. I'd seen it, and going back there, the pizza tomorrow. Walked up there and we stood there, and as we're ordering these 2 slices of pizza, these 2 fellas just walked in, like gilets on, but bollock. Nothing else on. Gilets, walking boots, dick out, right? And like.
But you know what's mad about it? People just go.
They didn't pass the line. They go back and they were like.
And the dick let on as well.
Like, woo! Got a little semis like that. But yeah, lad, fucking. It's such a great place. It's the best place in the world, hands down. Like, hands down, the best place in the world.
Did you have an epiphany this year while you were there?
Nah, lad, you know,
you came back and you were
I was thinking he was going to come back like the way we came back.
I couldn't be arsed doing that again, you know, like, it was just because that we had so many mushrooms there last year, lad, and like, I come back and like, every time I was looking at it, I was like, no, I know what you mean, lad, yeah. You know what I mean? Honestly, lad, like, I'd walk past the dog and I'd be like, shame, lad. Like, I was connected to everything, and I was just like
There was no psychedelics this time.
Nah, I didn't this time. Don't get me wrong, I had every intention of doing it, but then like, when it comes to it, like I was either just too tired or I was miles away from where I'd have to go to get them, so I was just like, I just can't be arsed going all the way there. Like, I couldn't be arsed the fucking hour and a half walk uphill. Know what I mean?
And it makes it longer as well because of all the congestion.
Yeah.
Trying to squeeze through different places and that, like, you'd have a better time anyway, just walking from one end to the other, but like, there's that many fucking people you're trying to get past, it's a fucking job.
But fucking, like, honestly, like I've come back, I just feel just dead grounded, just dead level-headed and that, you know what I mean? I just come...
But it's a nice break for you though as well.
Yeah, I've come back feeling sensible, lad, it's nice.
It's a good break from reality.
Yeah, it is, it's lovely, lad, it's just like, it's just, you just fuck off for 5 days, this little mad city appears in the middle of nowhere with all the maddest shit going on, and then you come back and you're like, mad that.
Time for another wave from one of the sponsors. Bobby, what sponsor?
Well, you'd be very surprised to hear that it's actually Technicals.
Technicals?
That's it, Technicals.
It's mad that on the telly, flying.
Yeah.
What do Technicals do, lad? What do they provide us with?
Technicals is an active gym and sports wear. So, you know, whether you're into your walking your mountains, you know, sitting in your Mars, walking around town buying clothes, you know.
Like me, walking the chippy.
There you go. And Gary's got Technicals on, which he wears to go to chippy in all the time. Every day.
Twice a day sometimes.
But yeah, you know, the thing is with it though, right? Thing is with it, one thing I hate, do you know when you're going camping or you know you're going to be like, say you go on like a little hike or something and you're fucking hell, and you go and you're trying to buy clothes that are like, you know, according to what you're doing.
Yeah, yeah, contemporary.
And you know, very contemporary. Yeah. And you can't, because you go into fucking Decathlon or go outdoors and you come out dressing like you're on a fucking geography school. Technicals manage to keep it looking stylish, but it's still practical as well.
Aesthetically pleasing.
It is
aesthetically pleasing. The contemporary. Some of them are red. They're great.
Possibilities are endless.
You want a blue top? They've got them as well.
www.technicalsbrand.com. What's the code, Danny? Woo?
It's happening 20.
It's happening 20.
What else you got to say? Get you 20% off. Technicalsbrand.com. Get on them.
I know you used to do festivals for years, didn't you?
Yeah. Love them,
You've only been to GLASTO, have you?
Yeah, been twice.
Sound. Is there a festival other than GLASTO that you'd like to go to?
The only other one I'd like, I mean, don't get me wrong, if it's like a last minute one and a ticket comes up,
yeah, you'll do it.
I'd probably go.
And GLASTO is the best, but I've never been to festivals, so I can't really say.
Yeah, other than Glastonbury, the only festival I do really want to try and get to is Tomorrowland in Belgium.
Well, I've looked, because I said to me, Bear, there's a festival, like, but yeah, and I was looking at ones and she was like, I like to do something a bit different, and I was looking at like Tomorrowland or Coachella or something, so you've got to travel and go and...
Tomorrowland's good.
Yeah.
Tomorrowland's really good.
I would like to go there just because...
You can camp now, can't you? You never used to be able to camp, could you? I'm sure. I got told you had to leave and just like stay in hotels and that.
No, well, you can't. You can't camp. I don't know how long. Well, when I went in like 2018, and you could camp then.
Oh, good, yeah.
And you could camp before that. So I don't.
I'm just checking.
Yeah, but we stayed in a hotel. It's just more for me. But
maybe if you stayed, people do stay in hotels, and I just thought you can't camp.
The thing with Tomorrowland as well, though, is if you get a ticket in the proper sale.
Yeah.
It's like 200 quid, 250 quid.
Yeah.
But
the resale ones.
When I went, lad, it was like 700 quid for the ticket, because what they do is, I think it's like 4 per go, but what they use, this is why Glastonbury, even though it's hard to get tickets, it's a little bit more sort of safer, so you're not getting touted. They use like these bots on the website, and it just automatically goes on the website, buys 4 tickets, comes off, goes on again. And so like the old people get them then and then sell them on Viagogo for pure dough, and they're always the same price, like 700 quid, and they always sell out. And it's a good festival, but it's one of them. It's like, for you it'd be decent, especially with having done no festival. But it finishes at 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd like that, mate.
That's the only downside to it, lad. But
and Tomorrowland is just one genre. It's not multiple genres, it's just dance music.
It's just dance music.
It's just dance music.
No bands.
And I love dance music, but Glastonbury is so diverse, isn't it?
Well, lad, in the space of 3 days, I'd seen Fatboy Slim and Elton John, lads, you know.
That's what, yeah.
Did you want to see the Teskey Brothers?
Nah.
Oh, that's sick.
You say that about Tomorrowland though, because Fingy was singing there one year. What's her name? Fucking hell. She was stood next to us when we were buying a pizza in GLASTO.
Dua
Lipa.
Oh, really?
Dua Lipa sang on there.
But do you know what I bumped into? Do you know what I bumped into when I was there? I won't put the picture on the screen because it'll probably be a lot of work for the editor to do it. But, you know, Emily Atack, Charlotte off the In-Betweeners.
Shut up, DJ.
I was walking around and I was like, can I get a little selfie? And then she went, yeah, go ahead. So I get a little selfie with her. And then literally, as I went that night, have a nice day, some woman come over, you did tell me your name, but I can't remember it. She went, can I get one with you now? I was like, come in. She had the kids with her and that, so we all got hand in the picture. Yes, it was sick, man. It was sick, you know. So what I had to do on the first, sorry, come.
No.
On the first night I got in, I had no tent. The people I was meant to be camping with,
So unprepared.
people I was meant to be camping with hadn't gotten in. So we had nowhere to sleep.
Because the people he was going down with were getting spun in, and they didn't get in till Thursday. That's a camp on a field.
Yeah. So,
shout out recent alerts.
yeah, by the way, love yous. But yeah, so I've been walking around at it was like 4 o'clock in the morning, maybe 5 o'clock in the morning. And that's when I was starting to think, like, what am I doing here? Like, it was getting cold. I had no sleeping bag, no blanket, no tent, and I was like, what the fuck am I up to here? And then I just seen this lad coming. He was walking past, and like in there you can spot the scouts at a mile off because they're the only ones with fucking like you can just tell. Yeah. You know what I mean? You just spot them a mile off, lad. And then I went, yo, and he went, what's that? And then I was like,
podcast.
Yeah, I was like, question. I was like, I told him the situation, and I was like, can I come and get my head down with you for a couple of hours just to like go meet up with everyone the next morning? And he went, yeah, come ahead, lad. So I was like, thank you so much. Got back into the tent, lad. He was lovely. He went saying, yeah. Was and it was fine. There was enough. It was one of them ones with like a bedroom on each side and like a little middle room. Yeah. And his mate and his mate's baby on the other side all zipped up. And then, like, honestly, lad, it was the nicest thing. He went, yeah, I'll just keep in the middle here with like a blanket and a pillow I'll be shining. Like, there's a little blow-up mattress in there and a pillow, lad. He went, you can just get your head down there. Honestly, it's no hassle at all. So I fucking...
Danny's in there with his bathrobe on. Feet up and that.
Towel on his head.
Being a blonde guy.
Not one to peg on your nail, man.
And then I fucking woke up the next morning. He's been away just lying there.
He just chewed you off it down.
Yeah, he was like, you know what, I was thinking, and then his mate, his unzipped the other side.
Did you offer him anything for letting you stay?
I said to him, I was like, do you want a couple of bags of Kenny or something? I was like, that's all I've got with me. I was all like an offer, and they were like, nah, don't worry about it. And he was like, it's no stress.
It's nice to be offer on.
Yeah, I felt bad not doing it then. And then his mate unzipped the side of the tent and his babe went, and you have to watch out the back. What the fuck's going on here? I just told him, he was like, oh, nice to meet you. And I was like, oh, it's lovely to meet you. And then it was just lovely, lad. Everyone there is just so sad, lad. Everyone there is just lovely. It was great, lad. You know, honestly, it's the best place in the world, lad. It is the best place in the whole world.
Oh, I want to go. I want to go so bad, you know.
People said they're going to probably fall off watching this as well.
People said, what? Heads are going to fall off?
Yeah. Why? Because we just started and like just never even said nothing.
Oh yeah?
Hi.
We're in a different studio. Completely forgot to bring that up. Yeah. Now you know. There you go, yeah. We're coming a little bit closer to home. Where we were was in Chester and the studio was great. It had everything we needed. The studio was lovely. It was like our little home. But
we're still going to be there next week.
Yeah, we are going back.
We're going back.
But it's just that little bit too far away. It's just that little bit too far away, and like the time that we could be spending, you know, sitting together, sitting down, planning ideas, trying to make the content better, trying to produce more content. But obviously, the people who've been watching us now for like over a year, people who were on the Patreon and shit like that, all that time we should have been spending getting together and fucking brainstorming and getting plans in place.
2 hours every Thursdays on the road.
We were spending it travelling to and from the studio. If there's traffic or the round travel time could be 2.5 hours, maybe 3 hours in there.
Well, if they've got a couple of spare hours, it's fine. But when you ask them to do 4 hours,
yeah.
So we're having a little test run.
Yeah, we're just trying it out. We'll see if it suits us, and if it does, then this will hopefully be the new home with the podcast, which is what we're hoping for. So we'll keep you all updated on that.
GLASTO stories.
I know, yeah. I'm trying to think what else happened there. You know, it's fucking so much. I seen a steward go fucking flying. You know, it was unbelievable. I was walking with Chris. and we were walking down from like, you know the way you go out of the field where Stone Circle is, and then you walk down the hill and then you go up and over into the glade.
Yeah.
We were walking down that hill and on a little up bit there was like stewards there just sort of stood around watching, and I don't even know how he done it. I don't know what happened. I don't know if he stood on something, if he tripped over his own foot. He's been talking to this woman. Yeah, he's been talking to this woman who was another steward, and then next minute he's just been horizontal in the air and just landed flat on his back, and I was gonna go and then I was like, no, I guess he kicked me out.
Did you see any beef, by the way? Did you see any murder? Or
I didn't see any, but I did hear of a little bit kicking off every now and again, which is weird because, like, which is weird because like obviously, you know, everyone's different. Like I can't speak for fucking every cunt who goes there, but the last thing I'd want to do while I was in a place like that is even have crosswords with somebody, never mind fighting and shit like that.
Don't you? Like, I seen a video on Instagram with two lads who were just robbing everyone's tents, and they were hiding in a tent, and fucking people were recording them, following them, and grasped them up to the steward, and all the stewards come and lifted them and took them out. Like, and I was like, why are you going?
Yeah, I just couldn't think, like, because the way I'd look at it, like it costs a lot of money. Yeah. You're taking your belongings there. Imagine say you didn't have much money, like I'm fucking skint. I've bankrupt myself to go there. You've bought a ticket, you've paid to get fucking spun in, you've paid fucking 600 quid, you've took your clothes, you've paid money for the tent, and you leave your shit in your tent, and then you fucking come back that night, and it's gone, lad, and you're thinking, I'm all this money down already, now I've got to replace that.
It's mad. You do put a lot of trust in the people you with there, because it's a field day for any cunt who's wanting to.
It's not even that, lad. You're putting a lot of trust in hundreds of thousands of complete strangers, lad. You know what I mean? And like,
but it's just scumbags. Like, you don't need to be like that.
It's just. I couldn't think of anything worse than like, I know obviously
robbing people anyway.
Yeah, but like especially in a place like that, you know what I mean?
As long as it's fucking not Krispy Kremes, lad, you sound, innit? Krispy Kreme, not over here, lad.
Every time I go to a services, I've just got to take a little glazed donut, lad. Just you know,
the big corporations.
Yeah, just to make me feel good about myself.
Remember we were coming back from London, and we went, nah, she's coming, lad, and get after us, Lord.
Allegedly. Messing. I was. Someone said apparently I was running out with this donut, and I was eating it, and you
some kids who look like you.
Yeah. The kids, they both look like you. Actually, they both went to you. Both said, "Quick, she's coming," and I was still like that. But it was a lemon drizzle glazed donut as well. I remember it vividly. It was unbelievable. And I just last half, and then I was like, we got back in the car, and I was like, wish I could do the half of that donut. It's not what I'm saying as well, right? Which by the way is a fucking sign of the times, if ever there is one, right?
Oh, it's Harry Styles.
It's fucking, I don't know if you've seen the video, it's being fucking sent around everywhere. Somebody ordered a Domino's.
Yeah, on the jetpack.
Into Glastonbury, they've been sat at the tent, and some fellas delivered it on a jetpack, lad. No, listen.
How did he get in?
Flew in over the wall.
But like, where's the Domino's actually, yeah?
Just dress up as Domino's next to you with a jetpack and get in.
Oh yeah. Probably be cheaper walking in.
Probably full of wood, lad. But yeah.
Your bed's quite small, just put in the Domino's bag in the back and fire in.
I'd put in the pizza box.
But like...
A margarita.
But
few girl.
Margarita.
But yeah, fucking, I imagine, because like, the only time you're going back to your tent is in the morning when you wake up, or of a night when you're fucking...
Them mornings in Glasgow are like up there with my favourite thing, because everyone's getting up and everyone's a bit rough. You're sitting around the camp, like,
it
not
must
the
just look
campfire.
like that scene in Jurassic Park when like all the dinosaurs on the field.
Now where the dinosaurs coming up the tent.
I'm surprised because I've only seen news of one person dying this year.
I seen that, yeah, but it was
40-year-old fella medical.
On the last day, really?
Yeah, I don't know. I just seen 40 man in his 40s died of a medical emergency.
Even when I've been, though, I've not
much
been.
I don't think anyone's ever died of something that wasn't a medical emergency, in all fairness. I seen that on the headline, medical emergency kills man. I was like, no shit, what else would?
But
getting burnt by it, fucking Domino's fella.
How did they work them? You reckon that'd be hot underneath them?
Yeah.
But like underneath the things.
It's like a hot air balloon, isn't it?
Well, how do you know he's going to be like... Where can he find...
I don't know whether it's going to be...
Oh yeah, We're 10-3,000. Oh, do you know what he could do actually? Have you heard of the app? My bear got me on it the other week because when we found on a log cabin, this is the only way she could do it. It's called something 3 words or something.
3 words.
Yeah.
It's like a safety app in it, so if you're stuck in the wilderness and all that.
Lads, you could have used it in GLASTO. Oh, where's your tent? You zoom right in and it got your little square and you go, oh, it's fucking Domino Pizza Man. That must have been how we must have found them there though. That's fucking sick.
No, honestly, though, like, imagine me inside your tent, lad, you're fucking off your ban, you're just sitting there, fucked on the next minute, lad. Somebody flies in.
I'd run the other way.
On a jetpack with a pepperoni.
No, but listen, so...
But do you reckon he brings it in raw and then just goes...
Nah, so wait there, this is what I want to know though. Is it a market employee or is it something you can actually do?
No, that's a market employee.
It's gotta be.
It's gotta be. No way you're getting...
Domino's are franchises, so they can do stupid shit if they want. But no Domino's is going to pay for like fucking jetpacks on delivery people's fucking...
Are you sure though that was defo
the Domino's in West Island Village turning up and like fucking smashed up Nissan Micros, lad, you know what I mean?
Hey, do you know what though? Imagine that one day, lad, which apparently doesn't seem too far off now.
I wouldn't be surprised if the Domino's had a stall in there, set up and just let them deliver it.
Was the co-op still there?
I didn't see it. I did, but I don't think I went near where it was though.
Yeah.
I don't know, to be honest.
Co-op is sick.
But fucking...
Get all your fruits on that.
But honestly, I like
Shrooms.
imagine you seeing people flying down town on jetpacks, dropping walking goals off, like, you know what I mean? Oh, walking goal, man. I'm so hungry. I've hardly eaten for like 6 days, like.
The amount of bits people are taking in GLASTO, though, some of them must have thought they were hallucinating seeing this fella on a jetpack flying past them.
No, imagine you're a kid in your tent, lad, and you're just there. A fucking Boeing 747 dropping a gal.
You
know, it was so funny the first day he was there. He sent me a video and he's gone, oh, Bobby, lad, wish you were here, lad, not the same without you. But look, lad, and turned the camera on and he went, there's them lights, lad, we wasn't going insane. Because on one of the first nights in GLASTO, when we went last year, we were sat at the campsite, at like our little camp thing, and there was these lights, like beamer lights, and they were doing all mad loops and then turning off, and we were going, nah. Did you see that? And he was going, yeah, I'm sure.
They were like fucking massive like spotlights. They were like crossing over. And they were doing that. They looked sick, man.
But yeah.
There was loads of like.
But when where we was last year, we were quite far away from that, and it looked, you could see it, but very faintly. And we were going, what the fuck are we seeing that or not? You know what I mean? But he confirmed he's a good man.
He's a good man.
No, lad, it's a great fight. Do you know what though? I'm glad to be back, lad. You know, like honestly, like, lad, I missed you, I missed all my mates, lad. I missed me family. I missed mattresses because I didn't even have a blow up mattress. Lad.
What was your chat and showers and that? Was you just washing? Did you not even get one?
I didn't know where they were, to be honest, lad. To go and get one, it was just baby wipes for 5 days, lad. Honestly, I'd getting proper prostitute showers, lad. It was horrible.
All I used to do in the
face your fanny in your feet.
All I used to do in the night time was like, because there's like 3 fountains where you can go and fill your water up and that, obviously like we were just filling up like bags and bags, so in the morning I'd get up and I'd just wash me barnet and I'd just fucking thingy myself, you know what I mean?
Heavy. Can I get a little bit serious now, and if you don't want it we can cut it out?
Go ahead.
Just before you went to GLASTO, you lost your granddad.
Yeah. Still haven't found him.
Did you grieve in GLASTO or did it take your mind off it? I
can't remember whether it was the first or the second night. It's a coping mechanism, lad. It's all I've got.
You're still in GLASTO.
If you can't, just pull in, lad. But yeah, fucking, we were like, I can't remember whether it was the first or the second night there. I was at the Greenpeace stage by the sea, and I did get a little bit emotional, lad, and then because it was just mad, lad, because I was 25 when he died. A lot of people's grandparents die when the kids, lad, you know what I mean? And so because I'd been alive for that long, and he was just always alive. It was just mad all of a sudden that he's not, you know what I mean? And fucking
hasn't sunk in yet, sort of thing.
Yeah, and then there was one day I was sat with just Chris at the trees up at the top of Stone Circle, right up at the back, and it was just me and him sat there. He was asleep. He was fucked, lad. He just fell asleep, and I was just sat there and I was thinking about it, and then I welled up a little bit, but then I sort of thought I'll wait till I get home to properly start, like,
Yeah, but you
because,
know, you're allowed to have them
because,
moments.
like, I thought, like being there was the perfect way to take my mind off it, like, do you know what I mean? And, like, I didn't, obviously I thought about it while I was there, but I didn't want to spend the whole 5 days, like, moping around and dwelling on it, because as well as anything else, lad, he wouldn't want me to be doing that, do you know what I mean? Like, so I just thought, I'll spend these next 5 days, enjoy myself, have a boss time, and then when I get back, then I'll confront all those emotions and then I'll deal with it that way. But like it's a sad thing, like, but like he wasn't well, and like he's not suffering anymore.
Yeah, he's not in pain
I mean? So like rest in peace and fucking we'll all crack on and get on with life, lads, innit? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's good.
Sorry to bring it up.
It's alright, lads. It's
We're a bit serious there. Back to Glastonbury.
I like to see the human side of Danny sometimes.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And the thing is, it's happened on the pod. Like when we first started, we were always kind of just chasing that laugh, and we were always trying to force it. And then when we become more organic and become ourselves and had deep, mad conversations, all the fans picked up on it. Like, fucking didn't realise you fucking spoke about.
Didn't realise you had a soul.
we're real people.
I still don't. Gingers don't have souls.
But yeah, that fucking all in all, lad, but like
Good 5 days, that's what you want, lad.
5 days,
That's all you want
I
out
had
of
the
it.
best time. I come back, I've made up to see you, lad.
Yes.
I've missed you, lad, and then obviously because he was there last year, and it was the first time I'd ever done anything like that. Because you weren't there this year, like, that was honestly the only thing that could have made it better, is if my mates were there. Do you know what I mean? If like
I missed them too.
because obviously like the people I was with, like. I know them and that, but like it was either my birds mates or like the other lads and that. They're more so your, like, I know them, but they're more so your mates than mine. So I had a great time with them. Like, lad,
It's just not the same.
Yeah, like I've come out and I feel like I know them all a bit better. Like I feel like I'm a bit closer to everybody who I was with, but like there wasn't my mates there. Do you know what I mean? So like there was some points where I was walking from one group to the other, and like it was boss that I was walking out having a great time, but I was thinking like, I'm half on my own here, just bouncing around. Do you know what I mean? But
lad, still doesn't matter though, lad, because it's still a heavy life experience to have under your belt anyway, do you know what I mean? And maybe you've probably needed to do that. And I was saying to you before, everyone needs that sort of thing to like, not to, because it, like, I honestly believe, and even though I haven't even been to Glasgow this year, but I'm fucking still gonna say it, like, shit that happens in, like, not even Glastonbury, like obviously other festivals, but Glastonbury, all of them.
if you've never been,
lad, it can change your life, lad. Like,
it's a very special place.
It can change your whole life, lad. Like, people don't even understand, especially if you've never been. But if you have been, you'll understand what I'm saying. Like, it can fucking change your life when you go there, lad. So you've needed it, and good.
I did, lad. Honestly, like, it was a fucking, it was a good experience, lad. Because like, there was times where like, when I was walking around on my own, like more so it was just the first couple of days, to be honest. But like, I was walking around and I was thinking like, like I am half on my own here. Like, what if I can't find these, or like, what if like, and then in the end, lad, like everything just worked out fine. I got there safe. I got home safe. Fucking. Absolutely no complaints, lad, at all.
Good.
Absolutely no complaints.
Love it.
It was great. It was fucking great.
Oh, your weekend, Gary, what did you do?
What did I do? Fucking hell. What did I do this weekend? I can't even remember now.
Well, I went to a fancy dress party on Saturday. Did you see?
Did you see
it was a winner? Smackhead Pete.
The one in
Oh,
town.
not Smackhead, not even Smackhead Pete. He's boss, the Busker Pete. Yeah, you mean like
I must say you pulled the outfit up, by the way. You look very suave.
Thank you. I was going for the suave, like.
Smackhead look.
Yeah. Is that the big glasses? I look not unlike him.
Smackhead.
He just. I looked not unlike him, but I just looked funky the way he does.
Yeah, he was cool.
He's a big inspiration to the city.
I did football this weekend, just chilled at home, fucking went on a couple of walks, done a bit of shopping and all that. Yeah. Kids, we're going on holiday in August, and the kids are just getting dead excited for the holiday. It's like it's less than 50 days away now, so the kids are just like, oh, what, can we watch holiday videos on the telly and all that? So we just like putting holiday videos on the telly and all that, and the kids are all getting made up.
Where are you going?
Like Calafinistrad, it's just fucking like.
They saying that after the baby, like.
It's just below Benidorm. But
nice.
Oh, nice.
Oh, so you're not in the way of all the strip and that.
To get to Benidorm strip, it's about 55-minute walk straight.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh, so you can go if you want, but you're not
get
stuck
there if you
there.
want, but you're out and you've got your own little.
Yeah, nice,
beach, your own little bay. But it's close enough to go like the theme parks and the fucking water parks and all that. So it's nice. It's boss.
Yeah.
How long are you
10 nights we're going for.
Oh, are you? Oh, sound. Lovely.
So I can't wait to fucking need it.
When was the last time you went away? A long time, like?
On a beach holiday, like a plane holiday, 9 years ago.
Fuck up, really?
Ah, you're going to have a great
8
time.
years ago, Archie was 15 months, so 8 years ago, yeah.
Oh, you
What are you doing? You're going all inclusive or?
We've gone full board, so we'll get breakfast and tea.
Nice.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to be bound to the hotel constantly, we'll go out. But Mar and Dad have booked on, sister, kid and a brother is bed and their 2 kids are booked on. So
Lovely.
You appreciate that, lad, yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Mar and Dad look after the kids for us, we can go and
Lovely.
shag on the beach or whatever.
Yeah, like, you can't not go to the and not put the kirk in her. That's not where I was going with that one, lad.
But yeah, I hope you have a good time, man. I hope you have a good time. It'll be nice as well, especially if you got someone to mind the kids, because then you and your babe can go out and have a bit of your own time and then like have your own little holiday and that as well. That'd be lovely, that.
That's it.
Very nice.
But it's funny because like we're going away and we want to fucking have a boss time, we just relax and just get away from society and the fucking world. And the kids are like, can we get a Mackey's when we're in Spain? I'm like,
You probably can.
the Mackey's down the road to their head.
Brother, take it from me. Go to Mackey's in Spain.
No, I do like Mackey's in Spain.
Go
it's
to
a boss,
Mackey's
it
in
is,
I know
it's
it's a
a
different
boss.
ball
It's
game.
amazing.
I am, don't worry about it. That's why I haven't gone fucking all inclusive, because I'm
He's sitting slagging the kids off anyway. He's going to the kids going, I can't wait for the Mackey's.
And that's what you say.
Lad, I had made with kids the other day because they didn't understand. Lad, I did, I was squaring up to my doors and everything. Because they don't understand. Lad, they don't understand Burger King in the airport. I'm like, when you're going away, you get a Burger King. They're like,
You do, to be fair.
I'm not asked, you get a Burger King. I don't like Burger King, but you're not eating then.
Yeah. Alright, well, don't come.
That's why I bought me app. My app was my midlife crisis for holiday.
I'm bringing Danny and Bobby, you can't come.
Danny, get in the full suitcase, not asked.
Danny, look at the chicken royale.
Ja, komt wel geur.
You know, the lucht.
De geur. Komt de Frans nou, ja.
Ik ga even naar straat.
I'm close.
I was 30 seconds like, of no language that, you know.
Recycle salt?
Lad, if we went down there, right? Lad, if we went down there, then we could have got burger and chips that order, I swear down. Down there. I was watching the Andrew fucking Santino video before, and what's the fella's name? Bobby Lee.
Yeah.
And he was going to Bobby Lee. You know that famous cowboy from the Western Times? He went John Wayne. I started doing a John Wayne impression, but in a fucking Chinese accent.
But I love them too, you know.
How he's not being cancelled, lads, being so racist.
It's because I think they found the sweet spot, lad, because he's there with an Asian fella who laughs about it with him. It's not like they're sitting there going,
I was watching a clip before where he was like, they were him and somewhat, I think it was no, I don't know his name, sorry, so I'm not even going to say it. I don't know who it was.
Is it Andrew Di Stefano? And he's like, Donald at the ramp.
No, I don't think it was.
The ginger lads Andrew
I know Andrew and Bobby.
They had another fella.
They had another fella on.
Chris Stefano.
It might have been.
That's
New York fella. He does loads of them.
It might have been, but like Bobby sat there with his eyes shut.
And he does that.
And like they're saying stuff to him, like skitting him, and then they go, alright, Bobby, do us a favour, close your eyes. And his eyes are being shut for ages, and he just, no, because that's what they try and do, don't they? Like, he sat there for ages, he's not laughing, he's just not pulling, and he goes, alright, do us a favour, shut your eyes, and he goes, you know what I mean? He just starts to crack him out as a bitch, you know.
We need an Asian, you know. we need to bridge that gap. Like, imagine how much funnier we'd be if we could be racist, boys. Think about it.
But just that sweet spot, though.
Yeah,
just that sweet spot.
Listen, Chinatown's only up there, lad. We can get one, shall we go grab one?
Talk to me about Chinatown, I need a scran, lad.
You want the Marbo?
I'm so hungry, man.
Have you ever been to Marbo?
I feel like I have been in the Marbo, yeah. I feel like I have.
I don't think
The
I have.
Marbo in Chinatown, right? So in Chinatown.
Oh, wait, no, sorry, what's the other one? It's the capital.
Yeah, so
I feel
but
like,
in Chinatown, you get all the big, massive restaurants that look really nice. The Marbo is like, it looks dead fucking dingy and horrible, and they have like the ducks and the chicken in the window hanging.
Yeah.
To like fucking dry out and all
But the
that.
heaviest scrans.
And if you need to go to the toilet, you got to walk through the kitchen to a little hut in the yard
Yeah,
and all that,
yeah.
but it's the heaviest scran ever.
Is it, yeah?
Heaviest scran, yeah.
Lovely.
Don't even tell that to me, like, 'cause
I know, I'm a hungry guy.
How are we?
I'm not gonna lie. Well, how long have we done?
Dot on.
Boys, I reckon I'm happy with that. If we can go and get a scran, get ourselves home to bed, because I'm very tired. But yeah, listen, thank you so much for watching. It hasn't been a while, but it's been a while to see you. I'm so glad to see you. I'm just glad to be back, lad. I'm glad to be
Glad
home.
to have you back safe and sound.
Just about, lad. Fuck me. But yeah, listen, thank you so much for watching. If you've got any mad stories and you were at Glastonbury and you want us to maybe read them out on the next episode, DM one of us on Instagram, or you can even just comment it below.
Or if anyone got any pictures with Danny, send them over.
Yeah, send them. I did take a little few, so just send them in, and we'll make a little collage or something, and we'll put it on Instagram, and because
It'd be dead cute.
we'll put like it's been a long day on behind it and all that. Okay, it'll get emotional. It'll fade in, and you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. Yeah. Listen, lad. Before we go. So when John, I was telling Bobby this before, like, do you know when you're like early teens and you've got like your first ever song you listen to and you're like, this is my favourite song, I love this song, like mine was Tiny Dancer, like I always liked listening to music and that, but the first time I did Tiny Dancer, like, it was the best song I'd ever heard, and I was thinking like, oh, this is fucking brilliant, and like, when I was in school and I was trying to learn to play the piano and stuff at the time, so like hearing it, and I was just like, this is fucking boss, and I've loved that tune for years. It's like, it's honestly like top 3 favourite songs of all time, like, I love it. And then like, I said to Chris, I was like, do you know, when he does Tiny Dancer, I'm going to burst out crying, you know? and then I was thinking, nah, do you know what? You're not, lad. You're a 25-year-old man. Why would you? and then we've been on the Garry's, lad, all day. I was dead emotional anyway. And then I just did on the piano. I just went, just burst out crying, man. It was lovely, you know. But, right, on that note.
I was going to read a message. A fan sent a message in the other day, but she said read it on the Patreon if you want, so should we leave it for the Patreon?
Was it on Instagram?
If she sends it on Instagram and you want to read it, no,
it was sent on the Patreon, but it wasn't like a story or a question or anything. She was just like thanking us because she's had a hard time. She said if you want to read it out, feel free to read it out. Shall I leave it to Patreon or?
Do you know what? I reckon we do it now.
Yeah.
And always tried to do it out so twice already, but the next one's going to be the real one. So
yeah, we had someone message us saying, really random one. I haven't put any on this Patreon yet, so this is a bit mad for me coming out with it. But feel free to read it out on the Patreon if you want. It's a bit serious, not much of a question or asking advice. Don't say my full name, but first name is fine. It's Lauren. Hi, Lauren.
Hello, Lauren.
Hi, Lauren.
Yeah. She said, I just want to say thanks so much for what you are doing with the podcast. Honestly, probably one of the things that's keeping me going at the minute. Going through a heavy breakup, feel proper depressed, and watching the pod constantly takes my mind off everything. It makes me not think about him at all. All that shit. Like, I'm half pissed now. That's probably why I've got confidence to write this shit out. But yeah, 5 minutes ago, tears were hitting the pillow, and I just thought to myself, nah, put the pod on and don't think about shit like that. It's proper soppy, and I probably sound like a dickhead, but honestly, yous have proper helped me out. Like, don't get me wrong, I have bad days and stuff, but as soon as I'm watching the podcast, it just stops all that going round in my head. Yous are all boss lads, and I just wanted to let you know you have at least helped one person and made their lives not so terrible. Sorry, it's quite long. I'm going to go on a bit sometimes, but I'm going to leave it there. Also, if yous don't carry on the pod, I'll just kill myself. Blame you for it all, it sounds.
I reckon we stop the podcast.
Rest in peace, girl. You fucking brown bread.
Lauren, fuck your ex-fella.
Yeah.
Unless he's on the Patreon.
We'll kidnap him.
Yeah, in that case, Lauren, take it easy.
Take it easy. Hold the phone a minute.
Don't be a good guy.
Jump the gun.
But yeah,
Don't mention guns, you shoot yourself.
Yeah, but Lauren, do you know what? That means a lot of you and shit like that. Like,
at least we've helped one person, I'm happy with that.
It's obviously never. It was never the intention. We never started the podcast with the intention, like, you know what? Let's help people. But if us just sitting here just chatting shit, being a bunch of dickheads can help anyone, then fucking that's always a bonus. So honestly, that means a lot. Thank you so much. Yep. Now, for the final and actual time, thank you so much for watching. It means the world to us, as always. The support's been mad like the last year and a bit, and we just hope it continues for as long as possible. Thank you so much. All the socials are in the description, as are our sponsors. Go and check them out. See you in the next one. Love you.
Peace.